Hi guys, welcome to my channel Being Weenie. My name is Ashwini and today's video will be how I got into TCS with minimum coding knowledge. So if you're someone who doesn't really like coding or who is scared that there are so many languages in the market, which should I learn and what if they don't ask me questions upon that? And there are so many things. For example, if you are not computer engineer or even if you're computer engineer like me but you don't like coding, you just can't deal with it, but you want to get into an IT firm, this is the video for you. So talking about my introduction, my background, my name is Ashwini. As I told you, I have done my engineering, computer engineering from KK Vagnasik, and after that I have completed MBA in Indira Institute of Management Pune as well. And being a computer engineer, I never liked coding. I don't know why, it just was it was too much for me. So I was like, I want to be in an IT firm, but I don't see myself coding. I want something different in my life. So the thing is that I had a word with my senior, and my senior told that there are other fields in IT as well which doesn't really require coding. Now when I'm in an IT firm, I know that there are so many other things people do than like compared to coding. So if you're someone like this, stay tuned. Okay, so let's start with the interview directly, because I won't be telling you about the NQT, the form filling and other information which is really easily available in the market. So I will be telling you directly about the interview and how I dealt with that. So coming towards the introduction, the interview was divided into three parts: introduction, the technical questions or managerial questions, and then comes the HR one. So let's talk about the introduction. I have heard so many times that the introduction must be small, it must be very crisp and stuff like that, but that is not what I believe. Introduction is the first thing, and it leaves a good impression. It should leave a good impression on the interviewers. So I believe that your introduction must be really strong. Even if it's bit lengthy, like just a bit lengthy, it won't harm. For what I did was my name, my basic education, my background. If I did some extra course, for example, I was part of National Cadet Corps training, I told them about that. Then any positions I held in my school or my college and what I learned from that, I told them about that as well. And yeah, I told them about the NGOs and donation drives, because TCS is really serious when it comes to NGOs and donation drives and this basic CSR activities. So make sure that you have done a little bit of it, and you should tell them that you were part of it. So yeah, that was the introduction. And apart from that, I told my hobbies as well. Now coming towards the main thing. Now I was a person who didn't know how to do coding stuff. So now what to do? I can't tell them that, you know what, I do not know coding, so ask me something else. They have to ask you something else, but then what? So in market there are so many things which doesn't include coding. For example, Tableau, Power BI, SAP, Cloud, Ajile, Waterfall model, which you can talk about in the interview. Then there is Ajile, Scrum. There are so many things that you can learn. I will put it in the description box that these were the topics I told that I know. So you need to tell them that, you know what, I know these topics, and ask me questions upon these topics. But you can't really ask them directly that I don't know coding, ask me questions on these topics. You need to indirectly tell them that I know these things, these are also technical, so ask me questions on these things because I am prepared on these things. So this is why introduction is important, because before these people, like the interviewers asking you question, you need to train their mind that this person is well versed with these topics instead of coding. Because trust me, TCS is such a place that it allows you to choose a profile even after you enter. For example, why TCS is that TCS is such a good company that it allows you to choose what profile you want as a beginner, as a trainee. So for example, if you're a person who has done HTML his whole life, and if you enter some XYZ company, they will be like, you know what, you need to do Python, or you need to do testing, or you need to do XYZ, which is not what you dreamt of. So TCS is not that place. TCS asks you that when you when you are in the company after your basic training, you start getting calls that this is the profile, do you like it? If yes, then you can enter that. If no, then you can say no to them, and you will receive other calls, other profiles. So TCS is such a company which provides you such platform. So even if you tell them that you know these things, but you will anyways end up taking up some other profile, or you might take up the same profile. So TCS interviewers are not really looking for your knowledge. They're looking for the English, the confidence, the learning capacity, the willingness that you will learn at a certain point. If you're thrown this technology, upon that you need to you can tackle this technology. So learn these technologies which will not be that technical, but I mean those won't include that much of coding knowledge. So you can tell them that, you know what, I had a seminar, I was part of a seminar, or you had a talk with your senior or someone who told you that there are other things than coding as well, and then you started learning. You just had a little bit course, like you just had a fundamental course on that, and then suddenly your interest spiked up and you started watching more and more videos and you started liking it. So you can tell them what I told them was that I wasn't inclined more towards coding, since in a seminar we were told that there are other things excluding coding, for example Ajile or SAP or cloud, and that is the reason why I really started exploring those areas more. So I have done a fundamental course on SAP, I have done fundamental course on cloud. So list all these certifications, go for fundamentals only, because they will just ask you the basic definition, examples, types. Because the in-depth training, trust me, it's so humongous. I mean the training is really big, which the company gives you anyways. So they will just ask you the basics, so be well versed with the basics itself. So you can tell them that, yeah, I have done all these courses, I have done these certifications. So somehow you're just training their mind that this person has done courses on these topics, instead of something like coding or HTML or SQL or something like that. So 80 to 90% chances are that you, if you're telling the interviewer in an indirect way that I have done courses on these things, so they will ask you questions on those things as well. And the chances are that the coding questions would be asked really less. So this is a big important tactics, that you are the one who can drive the interview, not the interviewers. So train their mind such that they will ask you questions which you know about. So this was all about the introduction, how to give your introduction. This part comes under the introduction, and then comes the technical or managerial round, where the questions will be asked upon what you know. For example, if you choose cloud, then what are the types of it, what are the examples of it, then yeah, something like that. And then comes the HR round. So HR round is equally important. That was a bit rough for me. So HR round composed of questions like who is the CEO, who is the CHRO, and who is this, who is that. There are how many people in the company, then when this company was started, by whom it was started, stuff like that. So such questions were asked. So basically I would say that go through Wikipedia. You should know everything in the Wikipedia, everything as in the basics, that what is the turnover of the company, what is the ranking of the company, such things. And excluding that, I would suggest you to prepare a good answer for why TCS, because this is a constant question, that why TCS. And you can answer them that your policies are good, they are great, work-life balance is great, and the best thing that you ask, if you would love to work upon this technology, you are not forced to work upon XYZ technology, so you can pursue career in the technology which you like. So that is the reason why you want to be part of TCS. And yeah, pretty much this thing. And it was rough for me because I forgot the tagline, and I said that I was very pumped up for this company, for this interview. I'm feeling very excited. I have prepared extremely well, this and that. And then she's like, if you have done all these things, then how come you don't know the tagline? And I was literally scared, but I didn't show it on my face because I knew that tagline जान के वो क्या ही कर लेंगे. All they wanted to know is my presence. I mean, like how much I have skimmed through their website, how much I know about their donation drives and stuff like that, which I told them already. So what I did was I just smiled and I just told them that sorry, I don't know how I missed the tagline of the company. Somehow I don't remember it, but I'm sorry, and I will work upon this thing. I will not, like, you can tell them, you can apologize in a very subtle way. Don't be extremely sorry. So that is how you tackle. Confidence is the key, because trust me, somehow I have heard, somehow I have felt this, that those people who crack NQT end up in TCS anyways. Like 80 to 90% people who have cracked NQT, they get into TCS. That is so true. So if you're someone who has cracked NQT already, it's like there are high chances that anyways you will get into TCS. Just show confidence, keep up with your English, and know everything about TCS. What are their current drives, who are their clients, any news about TCS, and you will be good to go. So if you guys like this video, make sure that you like, share and subscribe. If you want anything, I mean, if you want to ask any questions, you can comment down. I will make sure to answer it. Thank you. Bye.